Alright, so we should have the spine and the leg here. You may need to move that leg into position. Make sure you have it centered up. It may be in the center of your character, so make sure you're checking before you move on and make sure that it's in the right spot in all dimensions. Alright, so we're going to move on to the arm, and I'm going to approach that from the top view. We're going to start at the clavicle. I'm going to deselect everything. The clavicle is before the shoulder, and it's interior. I'm going to go grab skeleton and my joint tool. Go ahead, and my shoulder about there, so I'm going to add clavicle about here. Nope. So I don't want to activate those guys. Clavicle, shoulder, elbow, and wrist. Now it's going to get a little hairy. Okay. So, I'm going to do something real quick to make this a lot easier to see. I'm going to go into display and animation and joint size, and I'm going to take them down. So we can actually see what the heck's going on with these fingers. Okay. So I'm at the wrist. I'm going to need to put joints in here. And the joint that I'm first going to do is that knuckle. So the thing that you would punch somebody with, right? It's like the base of the finger, even though it's inside the palm. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to have, for this middle finger here, I'm going to have 1, 2, and 3. Actually, let's do a couple more points. So I'm going to do one at the base. And we're doing this so that we have more control later. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually, we want 5 here. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I may want to readjust these later. The goal is to have 5. The thumb will only have 4 because the thumb is short. Now what the heck did I just do here? So I'm actually navigating up and down this with my arrow keys. Up and down arrows. So up is going to go up the chain. Down is going to go down that chain because they all are parented. So I'm going to go back up the chain. I'm going to go ahead and create that punch and knuckle. And then I got the base. And we got 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, I may rearrange this. Go back up. And kadunk. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back up. Shift that a little bit. And we've got 1. And with the thumb, again, it's a little bit squat. So 1, 2. Actually, let me back up a little bit here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Do 1 out here. 2. And 3 and 4. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and position them just a little bit differently. Let's see, just make sure that one looks pretty sweet. Pull this guy back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's make sure that it's centered on that hand. It is nowhere near that hand. All right, so we're gonna pull this up. Oh, no. All right, so we're gonna grab the whole thing. And the way to do that, right, is to grab the outermost, the clavicle. And we're, nope. Come here, you bad thing. All right, so I'm gonna select the clavicle in here. Aha, gotcha. Okay, now I'm gonna move it up in my front view. Get that nice and centered. Okay. I actually might move that clavicle in a little bit. Just gonna move the whole stinking thing, and then I gotta move that back. That wasn't so bad. Okay. Now, here comes that super duper fun part where you have to name all these stupid things. All right. But they're good. They're not stupid. They're awesome, actually. Because they're going to let us do all this cool animation business. It just feels super repetitive. All right, so clavicle. And shoulder. Oh. Forgetting my special LT here. All right, I'm going to go to the shoulder. go to the elbow. Go to the wrist. Always adding that LT. There's a reason why. Now we gotta dress these fingers. Alright, so we got a couple failing fingers. Okay, so we got an index, a middle finger, a little finger, and a thumb. So he will be pointing with the, I'm gonna call it the index pointer right here, because we point with that. So I'm sitting here pointing to think about it, because you have to think about it like flipped around. That's why you always gotta think based on the character, right? So this is his left. What would he point with? That kind of thing. All right, so these are our little finger, middle finger, index finger, and thumb. So we're gonna go with that. I am gonna scoot you over. Yeah, much better. Okay. All right, so we can start with our little finger, LTL. So I'm gonna do LTL, and it's gonna be the palm, PALM, and left. And then I'm going to get to the LTL base, left, LTL mid, left, TL tip, left. Sorry, these caps, I know, but it really, you're gonna end up replacing some of these things, and it's really helpful if you keep it consistent. Okay. One finger. Oh yes, you have to do them all. Hooray. Okay. Middle finger. M-I-D. Palm. P-A-L-M. L-T. No, you moved. Don't you move. Come here. There we go. Mid. Base. Left. Mid, left. Oh, I want to say F so bad instead of T. Mid, tip, yeah. Tip, LT, and mid, end, LT. Oof. End, LT. Cool. This is in the book, by the way. You don't just have to watch me do this necessarily, unless you think it's, fun. Alright, so this is the index, so IDX, palm, LT, dang it. Fingers ain't going where I'm telling them to. Alright. IDX, base, LT, See, I don't really want to type the word left really bad. IDX, mid, LT, T, IDX, tip, X, tip, LT, and IDX, and LT. Okay, last one. We've got the thumb, THMB, base, LT, THMB, mid, LT, THMB, tip, LT, and finally THMB and LT. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got. Beautiful. Alright, so that's what we got. We've got a spine, a leg, and an arm. So next we're going to make sure that the rotation is reset. And then we're going to mirror these bad boys. Then we'll connect them all. Then we'll bind it. And then you'll actually have something you can kind of use.